Hello, welcome to another episode of A Few Minutes with Marvin. I inspire those who aspire to make positive changes in their lives, and it's that time. It's my Wim Hof training time, right? On the ice. It's 2.5 years since I started my Wim Hof training. I gotta be careful here, there's lots of ice. And I'm feeling amazing. I did have a little bit of a cold this last week. You can still hear it in me, but it's worked its way through. My immune system's done exactly what it was meant to do, and part due to my training, right? My Wim Hof breathing technique and my cold exposure training. Right now it's about 30 degrees here, very light wind. Yesterday we had that, whatever they call it, bomb cyclone thingy. So it was in the teens yesterday and single digits below that. Before that, and I did get to do some cold exposure in the 5 degree, just like I did last year in Colorado. Not to the same degree, you know, that was a higher elevation, but so you can see it's beautiful around here. This is my old favorite trail. I got to say hello to my favorite tree beard. And I just thought I'd get a little bit more exposure training, although I've been out walking probably 40 minutes or so now. I just had a t-shirt on before because I was walking through the regular streets. But here it is, folks. I'm not cold at all. You know, if you're looking to start your Wim Hof training, you just have to do it. You have to go for it. I've been doing it for 2.5 years now, and I've never felt better. I've never been better. This is the first time I've had any kind of cold 2.5 years, but that only taught me that, you know, what else did I introduce into my body where my body had to fight even harder? But I'm happy that my body's fighting, right? That's what this is all about. My immune system. But have been introducing more sugary things into my diet, and I've consciously cut those out. But you know, yesterday, last couple days, you know, with the holidays, overindulged a little bit. So today I'm fasting, and I decided, well, let me go back into this. Let me get my body back in shape, right? So going forward, it's not a New Year's resolution. It's just staying with my convictions, right, and my commitment, right? I started this journey, and I don't want to go backwards. I just don't. So how do I keep moving forward? I keep pushing myself, right? Did this become too normal for me? That, you know, the cold training, it's not a big deal anymore. Well, what else can I find that will reignite that spark in my immune system to just fight even harder and push past all of this, right? And what do I have to do is I have to stay to my diet. That's how it's going to work for me. You know, mostly vegetables is what I eat. I don't eat any dairy or egg or meat, and I'm not protein deficient. But you know, just like everybody else, you get your little cravings. So I gave into some cravings lately. Probably put on a couple pounds. I haven't weighed myself, but it doesn't matter, right? I've allowed that, right? And now I'm aware of it, and now I want to change it, right? And I want to go back, you know, to where it all started. So I'm back where it all started. This is literally where it all started for me a couple years ago during the pandemic, where I started all this training, cold exposure, and my Wim Hof breathing technique, and it served me well over the last couple years. And it's going to serve me well for the rest of my life. So I strongly recommend it. It's something that is, out of all the things that I've done on my spiritual path, this has been the most consistent thing that I've stayed with. You know, things have come, things are gone. I'll do some yoga every now and again. I do qigong, not daily practice, but I do, you know, and meditation. But other than that, all the other little things that I picked up along the way kind of fell by the wayside not because I don't need them, but because I've outgrown them, right? And it's time for me to find something new to help me continue to grow. And that's what I'm looking for, right? So I needed this little inspiration right now to just get me back into the full swing. And it feels amazing. I feel great. I'm proud of myself, right? I'm celebrating these small victories. And that's what you need to do. In fact, I saw a video of a guy who just started cold immersion, right? In some river near his house. And he lives probably in Ireland or somewhere. So it's probably really cold there. Probably just like this, but he's videoing himself going into this river every morning, right? And he just started around Christmas time. And it's just so funny to reminisce how I was, right? So timid. And every morning he's walking to that river and he's saying, I hate the cold, I hate the cold. He goes in, just dives in, and then comes out and says, oh my God, I love it, right? So it's a dichotomy there. It's a love-hate relationship in the beginning between the cold, right? And when you're starting your cold training. So if you're starting your cold training, I really recommend you take baby steps into it. And start off slow and look at all the different videos of people doing it and see what their experiences are, right? But you have to stay with it. You have to commit to it, right? Don't make it a New Year's resolution. Make it an everyday resolution. Make it a conviction and a commitment, and your body will thank you for it. And then slowly you'll just know that you have to cut out other things, right? It's not like you have to stop drinking coffee or stop drinking alcohol right away, but eventually your body's gonna go, nah, that stuff doesn't do anything for us anymore, right? We need more different types of proteins and non-processed foods. So that's me on my soapbox about eating healthier, folks. It's so important to your life. This body is your life. You only have this one body. You have to take care of it. And as you do that, you're gonna, everything else falls into alignment. So start taking care of your body. And yeah, cold training and the Wim Hof breathing technique are essential parts of that. If you decide that's the road you want to take to do it. It takes commitment. And it takes strength, and a lot of times it takes courage every single time. And yeah, my hands are shaking a little bit. It's starting to get a little windy. So I'm going to continue my cold training. It's made me the healthiest I've ever been in my entire life. And I highly recommend it. So go for it, man. Go for it. Baby steps. Start slow. Aim high. Continue on. And have an amazing day.